Hey there guys, I'm Miguel Sanchez and welcome to episode 32 of Movie History DreamWorks Animation. And today, we're about to take you home. Home to where you've never been before. That's because the name of the movie is going to be called Home. And that it is. And I'm right, it is called Home. And I'm about to tell you why. So if you're ready for it, oh boy, it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh. Mark just posted a photo. That's okay. But anyways, enough talk. Let's get started for episode 32. We're looking at Home. So excited to share with you guys as the 20th Century Studios era continues. Your movie history, DreamWorks Animation. So prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because worlds collide. You want to go check out episode 31? Then go check it out right now. The previous episode we did was about penguins of Madagascar. The link to the video is up there on the top right corner of the screen. So please click on the link up above and catch up anytime you want. Have your one. Now, without any further delay, let's get started. So about the movie. Home is a 2015 American computer animated science fiction comedy film produced by DreamWorks Animation and distributed by 20th Century Fox, now called 20th Century Studios. Loosely based on Adam Rex's 2007 children's book, The True Meaning of Spec Day, the film was directed by Tim Johnson from a screenplay by Tony and J. Astle and Matt Ember, and stars the voices of Jim Parsons, Rihanna, Steve Martin, Jennifer Lopez, and Matt Jones. The story follows the shared adventures of a friendly alien who is shunned by the rest of his kind, and a teenage girl searching for her mother after they are separated during an invasion of Earth. Yeah, the alien is a boob, his name is O, and the teenage girl is named Tip. So remember that. The film premiered at the Boulder International Film Festival on March 7, 2015, and was released in theaters on March 27, 2015, making it a 20-day gap between its releases. Home was promoted with the release of a 4-minute short film titled Almost Home, which was shown in theaters before DreamWorks Animation's Mr. Peabody and Sherman and Blue Sky Studios' Rio 2 in 2014. Rihanna created a concept album of the same name. The soundtrack also includes guest vocals from Jennifer Lopez, among others, and was supported by 2 singles, Towards the Sun and Feel the Light. Home received mixed reviews from critics and grossed $386 million worldwide. A traditionally animated Netflix original series was released on July 29, 2016, with the elements of its plot taking place after the events of the film. Of the original cast, only Matt Jones reprised his role for the series. Okay, this should be pretty good. Let's take a look at stats. Directed by Tim Johnson, screenplay by Tom J. Astle and Matt Ember, based on The True Meaning of Spec Day by Adam Rex, produced by Muriel Soria, Suzanne Bjorgi, and Chris Jenkins, starring Jim Parsons, Rihanna, Steve Martin, and Jennifer Lopez, edited by Nick Fletcher, music by Laura Belf and Stargate, production company DreamWorks Animation, distributed by 20th Century Studios. Release dates on March 7, 2015 in the BIFF, Boulder International Film Festival, and on March 27, 2015 in the United States. Running time is 94 minutes. Countries, the United States. Language is English. Budget, $135 million. And the box office, $386 million. Oh. A lot to get done here. So yeah, now for ado, let's get into the plot. Here we go. A cowardly alien known as the Boov, led by Captain Speck, commenced their friendly invasion of the planet Earth, relocating the aliens, whom the Boov deemed as simple and backwards, to the Australian outback. The Boov inhabited their homes. Oh, an accident-prone, free-thinking Boov decides to invade the other Boov into his apartment for a housewarming party, but no one comes. Mila, 14-year-old, oh boy, with at number 6, gratuity Tip Tucci, and her Japanese bobtail cat Pig drive around the city searching for Tip's mom, Lucy, who was taken during the invasion. O visits grumpy Boo traffic officer Kyle to invite him to the party. However, O accidentally sends the invitation email to every alien race in the galaxy, including the hostile Gorg, who have been the Boov's long-time enemy ever since a failed peace meeting. During which Captain Speck stole an artifact he later dubbed the Shusher. Furious with O for revealing their new home to the Gorg, the Boov declare him a fugitive. O runs into a convenience store to hide, just as Tip crashes the car and enters the store in search of supplies. Tip attacks O on sight and locks him in a freezer until he promises to fix her car. He turns it into a flying aircraft named Slushes. Oh boy, you're gonna love the Slushes. I want one of those. Anyways, to hide from the Boov, O promises to help Tip and find Lucy. However, O secretly plans to abandon Tip and take himself to Antarctica, the only place on Earth with no Boovs. He attempts to leave Tip in a public restroom. His attempt to leave Tip in a public restroom is thwarted by Kyle, who arrives to force O to give him his email password so Smek can cancel the invitation. Escaping, Kyle, O, and Tip reach Paris and sneak into the Booth Command Center. With R-E, supposed to be with E-R. Little typo error, but that's okay. O cancels the invite before it reaches the Gorg. Then he then looks for Lucy, and the computer confirms she is in Australia. Trying to return to Slushes, O and Tip are cornered by Smek and many other Booth at the Great Antenna, or should I say the Eiffel Tower. Smek orders O's execution, despite the invitation being stopped. Tip uses a Booth gravity device to turn the tower upside down, and she and O escape. O is, or should I say he and O? She. That's good. O informs Tip that he now believes Smek's propaganda about humans being simple and backwards is wrong. I know. And apologizes to her. They fly to Australia, but are suddenly surrounded by hundreds of Booth fleeing from Gorg drones, sent to search for them. Slushes is threat, but O finds a Gorg super chip in a crashed drone and uses it to repair the car. When they reach the human relocation camp, O realizes the other Booth are evacuating and fears that the Gorg will take vengeance on Earth when they cannot find the Booth. He tries to convince Tip to flee with them, but she refuses. O joins the Booth, but runs back towards the Gorg to use the super chip to power the Booth mothership, which then easily outpaces the Gorg. Impressed at his bravery, the other Booth listen as O berates Captain Smek for his lies. The other Booth for their cowardice. Moved, Kyle takes the shusher from a horrified Smek and decrees that O should be the new captain. O reluctantly accepts, turns the ship around, and returns to Earth. He helps Tip reunite with Lucy, fulfilling his promise. Realizing from a chance of remark of Tip's that the Gorg are actually chasing the shusher and not the Booth, O locks Tip and Lucy inside Shushes and faces the approaching Gorg ship alone. Tip and Lucy escape and try to stop him. The Gorg ship hits the brakes, only just avoiding crushing O. He returns to Shusher, revealing to be an egg containing the entire next generation of Gorg. The lone Gorg inside the ship happily accepts the egg, being the last of his kind. He had been desperately searching for his children. After the Gorg leave, the Booth relocate their colony to the moon. Many Booth visit Earth and mingle with the humans, or restore to their original homes. O moves in with Tip and Lucy. Many other aliens invited by O come to visit Earth and attend his parties. Good looking O. We love him so much, and so is Tip. We love it. Let's get into the stats. Jim Parsons as O, a Booth fugitive. Citation needed. Now, Rihanna as Gratuity. Tip Tucci. Tucci. Tip, a teenage girl who befriends O. Steve Martin as Captain Smek, the leader of the Booth race. Also citation needed. Now, Jennifer Lopez as Lucy Tucci, Tip's mother. Matt Jones as Kyle, a Booth police officer. Brian Stefanik as the Gorg commander, the leader and father of the Gorg races. Stefanik also voices some Booth. Frank Welker as Pig, Tip's Japanese bobtail. Tip's pet Japanese bobtail, uncredited. Yeah. His name never made it to the credits. Sorry, people. And additionally, April Lawrence and Nigel W. Tierney voiced the Booth announcer and John A. respectively. Okay, that should be pretty good. Now let's get into the production. This should be good. In 2008, DreamWorks Animation optioned the book's rights to adopt it into an animated feature film. On his blog, Animax announced that DreamWorks renewed the option of the adaptation in 2011. On June 20, 2012, it was revealed that the title of the film would be Happy Smek Day. Jim Parsons and Rihanna would star in the lead roles, and the film would be released in the fourth quarter of 2014. In September 2012, 20th Century Studios and DreamWorks Animation announced a release date on November 26, 2014. In 2013, the film was retitled from Happy Smek Day to Home. On October 3, 2013, it was announced that Steve Martin and Jennifer Lopez had joined the cast. Citation needed. On May 28, 2014, the film's release date was pushed back to March 27, 2015, switching places with DreamWorks Animation's film Penguins of Madagascar. which I already discussed in the previous episodes, so please go check it out. Jeffrey Katzenberg, DreamWorks Animation CEO, reasoned that Penguins of Madagascar, coming from one of DWA's most successful franchises, would more easily stand out during Thanksgiving time, while Home would try to take advantage of the less competitive spring release window and repeat successful spring launches of some of DWA's original films, including The Cruise and How to Train Your Dragon. Also citation needed. Let's get into the soundtrack. In addition to her voice role, Rihanna created a concept album for the film, also titled Home, which was released on March 13, 2015. It consists of 8 original songs. The soundtrack's lead single, Rihanna's Towards the Sun, premiered on BBC Radio 1 on February 9, 2015, and was made available for digital download the same day via the iTunes Store. The single, Via the Light, recorded by Jennifer Lopez, was released on February 25, 2015 via the iTunes Store. Now let's get to the release. A 4-minute short film called Almost Home, attached to the theatrical showings of DreamWorks Animation's Mr. Peabody and Sherman in 2014, and Blue Sky Studios' Rio 2 that same year. It is directed by Todd Wilderman and features a score composed by Lauren Balfe. The short shows the Booth and Captain Smek in a sequence of unsuccessful attempts at finding a hospitable planet before they finally come across the Earth. The film itself premiered at the Boulder International Film Festival on March 7, 2015. Moving on to home media. Home was released on June 26, 2015, and was available on DVD, Blu-ray, and Blu-ray 3D on July 28, 2015. In the United Kingdom, Home went to number 1 on the official video chart in its first week of sale. Forgot to put the second word home in italic letters, but that's okay. Let's go to reception. We'll start with box office. Home grossed $177.4 million in North America and has grossed $208.6 million in other territories for a worldwide total of $386 million. Its production cost was $135 million, with a similar sum spent for print and advertising. P&A. Deadline Hollywood calculated the net profit of the film to be $29.12 million, when factoring together all expenses and revenues for the film. Home opened in the U.S. and Canada simultaneously with the comedy Get Hard on March 27th, 2015, though the latter earned higher in its Thursday late-night run. Estimates were showing that Home was heading number 1 in its opening weekend. It scored one of the biggest opening days for a DreamWorks Animation film, DreamWorks Animation non-sequel ever, with $15.6 million, behind Kung Fu Panda with $20 million, and Monsters vs. Aliens with $16.75 million. Home debuted at the top of the box office with $52.1 million, which exceeded the predictions of a $30 million to $35 million opening, and was also DreamWorks Animation's best opening since the $60.3 million debut of Madagascar 3, Europe's most watched. Outside North America, Home was released in 10 countries on March 20th, 2015, a week ahead of its US premiere. It earned $20.1 million, coming in third place at the internet box office behind Cinderella and the Divergent series Insurgent. The following weekend, it expanded to 55 additional countries and grossed a total of $24 million from 11,250 screens in 64 countries. Its largest openings occurred in the UK, Ireland, and Malta with $9.12 million, Russia with $5.17 million, Mexico with $3 million, Brazil with $2.3 million, Australia with $2.42 million, and Spain with $2.24 million. Okay, that should be pretty good. Same reception, we go to critical response. It's a long one. Let's get ready. Review aggregation website Rotten Tomatoes gives the film a score of 52% based on reviews from 139 critics, with an average rating of 5.5 out of 10. The website's consensus reads colorful, silly, and utterly benign. Home is a passable diversion, but there is no shortage of superior anime alternatives. On Metacritic, which assigned a weighted average rating, the film has a score of 55 out of 100 based on 31 critics. It became mixed or average reviews. In CinemaScore polls conducted during the opening weekend, cinema audiences gave Home an average grade of A on an A to A plus F scale. That's right, they gave it an A. That's good. Michael Rechtschaffen of the Hollywood Reporter said, "There may be no place like Home, but there are a lot of places like Home, an animated adventure about the unlikely friendship between a lonely girl and an alien misfit. I can't help but feel familiar." James Roche of The Ramp gave the film a positive review, saying as an as animated sci-fi for small fry, it's a success whose modest but well executed ambitions are no small part of its charm. Stephen Whitty gave the film 2 out of 5 stars, saying the gummy-colored animation is imaginative, but director Tim Johnson's ho-hum 3D cartoon remains strictly 1D. Oh no, I'd like it when it's 1D. Rafael Guzman of Newsday gave the film 2 out of 4 stars, saying the film moves quickly and keeps jokes coming, which only means home would rather keep young viewers occupied than give them something to think about. Ben Sachs of the Chicago Reader gave the film a negative review, saying aggressive and cynical approach to children's entertainment, pummeling viewers with mechanical-looking action sequences, which suggests the video game demos, unfunny one-liners, and overly loud pop songs and sound effects. Claudia Puig of USA Today gave the film 2 out of 5 stars, saying key characters are admirably diverse, but the fast-paced tale is thoroughly predictable. Soren Anderson of the Seattle Times gave the film 2.5 stars out of 4, saying it works moderately well thanks largely to the voice talents of Jim Parsons and, to a lesser extent, Steve Martin, two droll dudes who put a fair share of funny into this anime picture. Neil Genslinger of the New York Times called the film a charming concoction with positive messages for younger children about conquering fears, understanding outsiders, and knowing yourself. Betsy Sharkey of the Los Angeles Times gave the film a negative review, saying tension is one of Holmes' biggest issues. There's just isn't nearly enough of it. Story is another. Even a kid's movie needs more complexity and more invention. Oh no, this should be good. Linda Barnard of the Toronto Star gave the film 2.5 stars out of 4, saying, aside from Parsons' initially amusing mangled yodel-like English, which gives a tad repetitive, Holmes doesn't stand out as fresh or particularly funny. Dana Rose Falcone of Entertainment Weekly gave the film an A+. An A-, saying the combination of Holmes' layered message, fun score, and clever comedy make it a colorful choice for moviegoers of any age. Stephanie Zacharek of The Village Voice gave the film a mixed review, saying, if director Jim Johnson, adopting Adam Rex's book The True Meaning of Spec Day, can't do much with the story's confused, if well-intentioned, agenda, at least he's got some charming, vivid characters to work with. Richard Roper of the Chicago Times gave the film a C, saying A1 over 10 will see the plot twists a mile away. Kids will probably enjoy the goofy boobs, the rainbows of colors, and the music. Call me a traditionalist, but I still say the world was a better place before those darn boobs invaded. Okay. That's really good. Pierre DeBruge of Variety gave the film a negative review, saying, from a creative standpoint, this is the studio's least exciting feature yet. Hardly its worst, execution-wise. Entirely lacking in the risk-taking that has spawned such successful franchises as Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, and How to Train Your Dragon. Barbara Van Denberg of the Arizona Republic gave the film 2 out of 5 stars, saying, for all its energy, razzle-dazzle, and whiz-making technology, it doesn't know how to tell a simple story or cobble together 3-dimensional characters, and that's a problem not even the best of 3D glasses can fix. Susan Wojcicki of RogerEbert.com gave the film 2 out of 4 stars, saying, I kept thinking about Lilo and Stitch while watching home, a dedicatedly disappointing effort based on the popular kidlit book, The True Meaning of Spec Day, from the already embattled folks at DreamWorks Animation. Okay, Suzanne Wojcicki. I don't know that name, but that's okay. She's Polish. That's okay. Now let's get into reception. Now, closing up reception, we go to accolades. Awards. Award category recipients result. Any awards: Outstanding Achievement in Animated Effects in a Visual and Animated Production. Greg Gladstone, Tim Hoff, Mark Newport, Jason Rickwald, and Stephen Wood nominated. Outstanding Achievement in the character production, in a character animation, in a feature production. Mark Donald, nominated. Outstanding Achievement, Production Design, and animated feature production. And mid-dev, nominated. Black Reel Awards, Best Voice Performance, Rihanna won. That's right. Is the only award that has won for the movie. Kids' Choice Awards, favorite animated movie. Home, nominated. Favorite voice from an animated movie, Jennifer Lopez, Jim Parsons, nominated. People's Choice Awards, favorite animated movie voice, Rihanna, nominated. Favorite family movie, nominated. And Visual Effects Society Awards, Outstanding Effort, Effects Simulations, and Animated Feature, Greg Gladstone, Michael Lorsier, Chris de St. George, Alex Timchenko, nominated. That's pretty much it. Finally, let's close out this episode with television series. Animated series titled Home Adventures with Thibodeau was released on Netflix on July 29, 2016. Jim Parsons and Rihanna do not reprise their roles as Owen Tip. They are instead voiced by Mark Whitten and Rachel Crow, respectively, although Matt Jones reprises his role of Kyle for the film. It was developed by Thorup, Van Orman, and Ryan Crago. And that's pretty much it. And that's it for Home, but that's ready for this movie. Gotta say, Home is not a good movie, I gotta say. But I rate on the movie right now on YouTube, but it's still happening right now on Netflix, but I gotta say, Home's not a pretty good movie, but I gotta say, it needs to be fixed up a little bit, so it needs more hard work in it, but either way, I'm not interested in Home, so at the end of the day, I'm gonna give Home a score of 5 out of 10. Meh, very good score, a pretty good movie, a good movie, bad movie, but it's okay. We'll talk about it next, we'll talk about when it gets better. I hope this should be pretty good. But with that, it's just my personal conservative opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree with any thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. That being said, that's it for today. Thanks for watching another episode of Movie History DreamWorks Animation. Hope you all enjoyed it. Be on the lookout for the next episode of Logo History, where we'll be about Battery Sherwin Funk. And the next episode of Logo Reviews is about Paramount Network. Plus, on Logo History Showdown, it'll be Apple versus Samsung. So stay tuned for it coming soon. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be awesome. And be on the lookout for our news. Watch your monthly series, Busters, Zoshny in Space. Be on the lookout for that coming soon. But for the rest of the schedule, please check us out on the Cool Video Show. For now, thanks for watching. I'm Miguel Sanchez. You be yourself, and I'll see you next time on Movie History DreamWorks Animation. Join me next time for episode 33. This one will be about Kung Fu Panda 3. That's the 20th Century Studios era continues. This one is a co-production with Pearl Studio. So stay tuned for it. It's going to be amazing. You do not want to miss it. I hope you do it. Hope you're going to love it. So join us as we invite you to Grab Destiny by the Dumplings. That's right. We went to Grab Destiny by the Dumplings next time in episode 33 as we look at Kung Fu Panda 3 on Movie History DreamWorks Animation. So stay tuned for it. We already did the first two Kung Fu Panda movies. Kung Fu Panda was on episode 17, while Kung Fu Panda 2 was on episode 23. And now, both of which were distributed by Paramount Pictures. Now we're going to take a look at Kung Fu Panda 3 as part of the 20th Century Studios era. So be on the lookout for that video coming soon. Otherwise, if you want to catch up on past episodes, there's playlists for that. I'll put a link to it up there at the top right corner. So you click on the link up above, catch up anytime you want, however you want. I highly recommend do so. That being said, thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share this video with friends, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, turn on notifications to miss this video. Subscribe to notifications to turn on a new video from me as we're on the road to 2,500 subscribers. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll look forward to your company again next time on Movie History DreamWorks Animation. I'm Miguel Sanchez. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. I'll see you in another video. Laters!